Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Monday the 13th of June. We've got some new mods and we've got a couple of updates. The European Countryside map by Zero Oito and the Lizard 6000 by FredModding ABP team have both had updates today. Within the mods today, we've got a couple from Giants. The first one is in front of me here. This is the DFM tools. We had these on countless, a few different versions, iterations of the game. We have got the TR3200, the CFB16 and the RT3000, all by Giant Software. 4.58 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2 slots and 2 slots. I can't remember which order those are in. Might be 3, 2 and 2, I think. You'll find these weirdly, I don't know when they're split because one's a 3-point link, I think. Under forestry equipment, you've got the DFM TR3200, 5,500 to buy. No options on it, you get it just like that. That's a 3-point link mounted, that's why they're in separate places. And if we go down to skid steer loaders, that's where you find the other two, the CFB16 and the RT3000. 12 grand and 10,500 to buy. Slot counts were low anyway. There's no options on any of them colour-wise or any changes or anything like that. The 3-point link mounted one, if you're familiar with the game, you may have used these before. We have got the ability to open and close that. That's more designed that if you're going to get up to a tree to cut it, you don't want the tree falling back against the vehicle. So what you would do is slot that in with that top bit up there so the tree won't fall back, in theory. I mean, that's kind of how it's supposed to work. We have got the ability to lower tree saw with L1 and circle, or we've got manual adjustment if you want to do it manually, setting different angles, that kind of thing. That's entirely up to you. And then we get to our tree, turn it on. Tree doesn't fall towards you, it falls away. Job done. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really used these very much in any Let's Plays because I've always just used a chainsaw. I think I've just found that easier. And then stuck a stump grinder on one of these. This one doesn't have any moving parts per se, apart from the disc. It's like Robot Wars, isn't it? It's that kind of... So this one's just, you know, adjust it, angle, height, whatever you want to do, into the tree. He says, there you go, don't go to tree. Wonderful. And then this one's a little bit more complicated, I guess. We've got various different arms and things that move. So under L1, R1, right stick side to side, that one comes in. That one I would do after I'd cut the tree. I think that's the right way around. Under R1, right stick side to side, we do that one. So we kind of get to the tree, and these will do fairly large trees. Remember, it's a skid steer loader. You're not going to be able to hug, you know, a properly massive tree. If I bring those ones in first, then when I've got those in place, I would turn it on, and then both of them together, you can bring that one in just to give it a bit of an extra hug, a bit of a squeeze. And then this one, you can actually lift it up, lay them down. If you want, then you just open each thing up. I think is pretty much how I kind of how I've used them when I have used them. Whether that's right or wrong, I couldn't honestly say. But that's the DFM tools by Giant Software. Moving through the undergrowth. From there to here, we've got the safety weights pack. It's by Smety, 2.33 megabytes download, 2 slots each. I say 2 slots each. There's one is just a bumper, one is a weight with bumper. Colours configurable, so you can mix and match to whatever vehicle you're using. I've obviously gone for the JCB yellow and black just to match up with the JCB that I'm using. But you can pick and choose what you want to do with it. You'll find these under weights. So the safety bumper is there, 550, and the safety weight is a 2-ton, 2,000 kilo. With the bumper on it, we can change the main colour like so, and the design colour does the white bits. Didn't really say that much, did it? But anyway, yeah. So you can mix and match it for whatever vehicle you're going to use. There's not really much else to say about it. Wrong button. Turn the engine on. We do have lights on it, which is quite cool. So if you are using it, run on the front. And if you just use the bumper, you can use it for pushing bales, you know, if you get them swung around the side of a vehicle or whatever you want to do. If not, just use it as a weight and it looks a bit more fancy than a standard weight. There you go. Safety weights pack by Smety. Next we've got this. This just made me smile from ear to ear. I mean, I'm not 100% certain of the purpose. Warning signs, possibly. I think it would be quite amusing for Let's Plays and storylines and that kind of thing. Or just for markers around your farm to remind you, or if you're playing multiplayer, where certain things are. You know, I'm sure people will think of 101 different reasons or ideas for these. So the multi-sign by Dominick, 0.39 megabytes download, 11 slots on console for the first one, then that comes down. You'll find these under miscellaneous. So here we are, multi-sign. It's only 57 to buy, but we've got options of pallets, fill materials, or animals. If we start on pallets, base on all of them, you can have standard base or added weight. Personally, if you want to be able to move it, get it standard. Don't get an extra weight. If you get an extra weight, you can't pick it up. So if you buy it like that with a standard weight, you can stick it in the back of a pickup or on a trailer or whatever you want to do, strap it down, take it wherever you're going, put it where you want to put it, then you can configure it to have an added weight, and then you can't move it. That makes a bit more sense. So under pallets, we've got nothing. Then we've got all the various different things that come on pallets. We can scroll through and have any of them on there you want. For whatever reason you want, it's entirely up to you. You know, like I say, it might just be a visible sign from a distance. You might have designated parking areas or unloading areas. You know, I don't know, whatever you want to use them for. If we then go up to fill materials, we can scroll through and there's all the different fill materials. We'll get back to the start in a minute, I'm sure we will. There we go. Yeah, no, and then back on again. And then we've got animals, and we can scroll through all the various different animals, which is really cool. Now, if you go for license plate, so if I change that, and like I said, I mean, I've got that on there. It doesn't really matter what you put it on. I don't think I've got it set on chickens, but, you know, you get the idea. I'm not going to spend let's just put chick. You can change the license plate type, and you can have no plate, front and back. I think you want it on front and back anyway, I think, and then it will put a plate on there. Now, obviously, you get 4 letters on the top line if you use that particular one, and 5 on the bottom. So depending on what words you're going to put, that's why I picked the words I did. You don't have to have the license plate on there. You know, whatever you want to put on it, it's up to you. So it gives you a whole load of options of what you can do with them. So like I said, single weight, you can pick them up. I can put it in the back of a pickup, for example, like so, strap it down, and we're good to go, take it wherever we want to go. Now, when you get it to where you want to go, if at any point you want to change it, or you want to move it, or add an extra weight, if you get the portable toolbox mod, or with the portable toolbox mod, if you put the toolbox in front of it, and click on it, you can then go onto the signs, you can customize them, and you can then change the weight. So if I put it on added weight and customize, I can change all the rest of the stuff, anything else I want to change on it, do customize, then come back out. That one I now can't pick up because it's too heavy. I've added the extra weight. So the toolbox mod, you can then change them wherever you go. That was potentially the multi-sign by Dominick. Okay, next we've got this. This is the Magsi hydraulic telescopic fork. This is by FredModding, 1.02 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. It is a pallet fork, but the beauty of this one is it adjusts side to side. So if you get to where you're going to put a pallet down and you've got a narrow space or whatever you want to do, and you haven't quite lined up properly, rather than have to back out and keep moving and adjusting, you can just adjust the pallet side to side on the forks to get it to work. So where are we? There we go. So R1, right stick side to side will open and close my pallets, but up and down will slide the assembly either way. It doesn't move very far, but it's just enough sometimes if you get, like I say, if you get to where you go and you go to put a pallet in and you're not quite lined up properly, you can just adjust it over to fit the gap. It's a small thing. It's I say relatively simple. It's, you know, I'm not a modder. It's not relatively simple, but as in what it does, fairly niche. You'll find it under telehandler tools on the very end there. It's only £2 grand. Slot count comes down from 2 to 1. No options available. You get it just like that. So that's the Magsi hydraulic telescopic fork. Moving on from there over to the field, I think. To these, this is the Gutler Simplex 25 and 30, 7.37 megabytes download. 3 slots on console for that one, 5 slots on console for this one. This is by Rick Black Labele TWD modding. This one is a roller, 2.5 meters, hence 25 and 30, and that's a 3 meter. It's a roller with a cultivator, and it says cultivator. However, I'm going to show you. You'll find these under rollers. So if you're looking for them, that's where they're going to be. 1,800 for the 2.5 meter Gutler Simplex roller. No options available. And the Simplex 30, there, 2,100. Extras, we can have the flat spring 30 added on top. So what we'll do is start this one up. If we go into our menu here and go up to there, you'll see here on my map I've got pretty much all the stuff turned off, other than it says it needs rolling. The light blue, it needs rolling. So what we'll do, drop it down, hopefully it will show up on the map. So it will act like a normal roller, no problem at all. Once your seed's in the ground and you need to roll your field, away you go. So if I back that out of the way now, that should now be showing as rolled. There you go. You can just about see there's a few little, a cluster of lines there that show it's been rolled, which is great, which is exactly what we want. The interesting thing with the other one is, whilst it acts as a roller and it's got a cultivator on the front, and it says cultivator when you go to buy it, this one will give you a fertilising stake. So if I lower it down, it will roll. So when your seed's in the ground, if you haven't done a second fertilising state, I hope this shows up alright, we should have a strip now of dark blue. Okay, explain to me, why did it do it there and it's not done it here? Let's turn it on door. Well, that's peculiar. Why does this always happen whenever I get to actually do my review? You can adjust that time, but I thought it needed to be out for it to work. Let's drop it down, try that again. Oh, there we go. Now we've got a blue patch for fertilising. I'm worried now that this is where I've had patches of fertiliser on here before, and it is literally just a roller, and this one's just 3 metres, the other one's 2.5. It just seems a bit peculiar. All I did in that to change that was adjust that L1 right stick up and down, just adjusted those spring tines back. Let's go over the bit I did before and see if it makes any difference. I don't want to give you the wrong information, that's the thing, you see. Right. Oh yeah, look, now we've got fertilising state down. So yeah, it seems to be fertilising in places but others. I am going to just be honest with you on that. That could be the ground. I'm a bit worried about that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a roller. You can use it as a roller, whether you get a fertilising state or not, possibly. But it's rolling. 2.5 metre and 3 metre. That's the Gutler Simplex. I didn't make it simplex at all, did I? I made it quite complicated. The Rick Black Labele TW modding. Next, we've got the Berthoud Vantage 4300 Precision. This is by Univers Simu modding, 8.54 megabytes download, 10 slots on console, 33 meters wide. This is identical to the standard in-game version. The only difference is this one is designed for precision farming. That's not to say you can't use it in-game standard. I've got herbicide in this one. Everything about it is identical to the standard in-game one. But if you've got precision farming on and you're doing weeding, or you're doing your fertilizer spraying, whatever you're doing, it will do the spot application. So if you haven't used precision farming yet, it won't make any sense. It won't make any sense to you necessarily, but it will spot apply. So it will only turn the jets on and off where it needs to, where the weeds are, or where it actually needs to put the fertilizer down. Realistically, there's not really much else. It's exactly the same as the standard in-game one. 4,300 litres. At the moment, I've got herbicide in it. I can turn it on, but at the moment, I don't have any weeds growing or anything like that, but rear steer, like I say, it's the same as the standard one. You can raise and lower the boom, fold it in and out 33 metres. It's got beacons in the back. And yeah, I mean, that's it really. If we come down to our sprayers, and out to the end, you'll see the standard in-game one there. Price is the same, slot count's the same, horsepower requirement, speed it runs identical, just this one's precision farming. That's all, really. We can change the. Can we change the main colour on that one? Oh yeah, difference on that one. You can change the main colour. I think that's the only other option you've got on that one. The Berthoud Vantage 4300 Precision by Univers Simu modding. Actually, while we're here, we'll do this one, then we'll move over there. So this is the second of the mods from Giants that came out today. This is the Alpago Jet M pack. 9.45 megabytes download, 14 slots on console. This is the RK300, which is a power harrow, and the Jet M. It comes as a pack together. When you buy it, you buy the seeder part with the power harrow, or if you go into power harrows, you can just buy the power harrow itself. So 3 meter wide power harrow, or you can have it as the pack. So you'll find it under seeders if you buy the whole thing. Which one was I thinking of? I might not have it installed. Never mind, on the end there. So 37 grand. Slot count will come down from 14 to 2. There are no options on it. It's a nice looking mod. Nothing wrong with it at all. 125 horsepower required. It will do your regular crop types that a seeder will do. However, if you go along to power harrows and we scroll across on the end there, there's just the RK300 power harrow section on its own for 15 grand. The seeder won't work without the power harrow, and I will show you why. If I turn this on, lower it to the ground, if I detach the seeder which is on the back, like that, I have been having trouble getting the power harrow out from underneath it. And if it comes out from underneath it, it drops onto the floor, and then hooking it back up again becomes a little bit trickier. So you can run the power harrow if you buy one on its own, but I would suggest, if it was me, I'd just keep it all in one. Anyway, we can open cover. Takes 1,000 litres or whatever you're going to do. Turn it all on. It power harrows from the front. No, it's not. This happened to me before. So as a power harrow, that's supposed to be cultivating in front of the seeder. This happened the last time I tried to use one of these. But for some reason it's not doing it. Chop it down right here. So that, yeah, that power harrow at the front is supposed to cultivate ahead of the seeder seeding, but it's not doing it. Jettison that. Right. Let's see if the power harrow will work on its own. Okay, explain that to me then. So the power harrow will work on its own, and then as soon as you hook the seeder up, it's not power harrowing. It's not doing that. It's not power harrowing. To say the least. Let's drop that down again. Anyway, that's the Alpago Jet M pack by Giant Software. I don't know what's going on with that. Moving on from there, then we have got next the New Holland 8340 by 750 Ti modding. This is 9.47 megabytes download, 7 slots on console. You'll find this under small tractors. I think it was small. 79 grand for the base model, 125 horsepower. The horsepower can't be changed, it stays at 125. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back to Trelleborg. I'm not going to read them all out, I've said that before, but we have got under Trelleborg. Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back to Trelleborg. We can change the main colour to various different shades of blue if you want to go for an older kind of or more aged one. Well, that does look quite glossy, not matte, but a sort of lighter blue right the way through to darker ones. You can. Design colour, black or silver is the exhaust. Then license plate option. Those are your options. Let's hop in, start it up. Under L1 and right stick side to side, we've got rear window opens. Under L1 and R1, right stick side to side, opens the left door. It's very slow, that's as fast as I can get it to go. And then right stick up and down, we'll do the other door. It says, as you can see, pretty slow too, but they will open and close. They just take a bit of time getting there. Beacons, lights, lighting's pretty good, sounds nice. Interior, £125 horsepower tractor for about 80 grand. That's not bad at all. Nice mod, sounds good. Does what it needs to. There you go. The New Holland 8340 by 750 Ti modding. Next we've got a Massey Ferguson 8S. This is by KRKZ-modding, 21.11 megabytes download and 20 slots on console. And again, another nice one. Quite a few different options and details on this one. This you'll find under medium tractors. 180 grand for the base model. This will go all up to 325 horsepower. It does start with a load of different weight options. We scroll through a whole load and then we get to a 3-point link option, up to 830 kilo weight on the front or a 3-point link, front hydraulic. Does it have a PTO? Yeah, it looks like it's got a PTO on there. Wheel brands, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back. Again, I'm not going to read them all out, but under Trelleborg. I think all of them, bar, I mean, it might be Mitas and BKT, have all got the same options in that there's a standard wheel weights, wide and weights. Oh yeah, some have got wide twos. But I think those two brands just have wides and weights, I think, but Continental. Oh, Continental was one of them. BKT. Oh, maybe it's just Continental. Vredestein. Nokian just has a wide option on that tread pattern, and then we're back. GPS receiver, yes or no, on the roof if you want one. Fenders, you can have standard or you can have a wider rear fender. Front loader attacher, we've got quick power or not. And then we've got engines. We've got Dyna 7 and the Dyna 7 variable transmission at 225 horsepower. The same under 245 horsepower, 265 horsepower, 285 horsepower, 305, 325, then back to 225. 325 horsepower will take an additional 55 grand on top. We've got warning signs, yes or no, if you want them on the back. If you want to be more EU compliant. Main colour, we've got a black, a silver, green, white, communal with the orange, if you want to go for a different colour. Design colour does the grille in the front, so I've put that on green, for example. That will change that grille on the bonnet. license plate option if you should choose a license plate. Let's hop in, start it up. Beacons, lights. Lighting's actually pretty good on this one. Yeah, pretty nice lighting. Under L1, we've got right stick side to side, does the left door, right stick up and down. Sorry, right stick up and down does the left door, right stick side to side does the sunroof. Or air vent, I say sunroof, it's more just a vent, I think, but. Nice tractor with nice options. I know I say that about all of them. You know, some tractors you get, some mods we get don't have a lot of options. But yeah, it's a nice looking tractor with quite a few options. I think we've got 2 or 3 8S's, haven't we now? Modded ones. Pretty sure we have. That's the Massey Ferguson 8S by KRKZ-modding, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, which is this here, the Case W20E. We had this in FS19. This is the updated version. It looks, again, another one of these ones that's a lot crisper, more detailed. I think there's more attachments. I like this. It's nice. It's not too expensive either. 25.53 megabytes download, 11 slots on console for the vehicle, and it does come with a loader for pallets, a round bale loader, a square bale loader, a bucket which is 3,000 litres. And when it says winch, it's this hook attachment for picking up your seed bags. I have only managed to get it to work on seed bags. The hook doesn't actually go through, but it gives you the ability to attach or detach that. So if you're filling up seed, fertilizer, that kind of stuff on whatever vehicle you're on, you absolutely can. There's a few different colour options. I went for the orange on this one. Just wanted it to stand out a little bit more. But there's yellow and black, and we can change. Well, you'll see. We can change all sorts of different options in it. So this you'll find under wheel loaders. 65 grand. That's all for the base model. It's 150 horsepower, so it's not, it's not mega low. It puts in the same sort of class as the Touring 1511, which is pretty good for 65 grand. We've got the option of Michelin or BKT. The BKT has standard, and Vredestein. The BKT and Vredestein just have those tyre options, but under Michelin, we've got the XHA2s, we've got the XLDD2, the XLDD, and the X-Mine D2s. I do like that one. I think that's probably my favourite. That one there, the XLDD. That's my own personal opinion. You've got windows, original, light tint, dark high tint, back to original. Beacons, with beacons or without. Then we've got, on the windows, we've got standard or defrogging tracks. Defrogging. Yeah, to get rid of all those frogs on your wheel loader, defogging tracks. Just take the windows, get rid of the fogging. Exhaust standard or chrome on the back. Back colour, so this way there's like a weight section at the back. The colour will gradually change. Is that going? There we go. Goes through a whole lot of different options, up to 10, I think it is. Yeah, back to original. That's the back colour. Attaches, you've got wheel loader, you've got wheel loader 2, you've got small loader. Now I've found that these will work with all the attachments. They will also work with other wheel loaders. I know some of these mods we get are only specific to the equipment they come with. I tried it on a standard wheel loader bucket and it works fine. So it should work on all wheel loader attachments, whichever one of those you go for. I think I went for that and that. No, that and that. Anyway, regardless, it works. Main colour does the main body, so if I just do that very quickly, you'll see all the bits that will change on that. And like I say, I went for an orange, but you don't have to. Colour front does the arms. Let's go for the yellow on that so it stands out. The arms on the front. Lateral, I think, does the mudguards. Let's go for grey. There we go. And then we've got cabin, so we can change the colour of that as well. And then rim colour. Let's go for a grey on that too. So a whole lot of different things you can really mix and match and make it your own. And then license plate option on there too. I've only gone for the bucket here and we've got the winch. But if we go into our wheel loader tools and we scroll across, we have got the Shell W20E, which is the bucket, 3,600. That Shell is 2 slots. Options of original with division in the bucket. You can have a flat base shell, so not toothed but flat base with the divisions in there as well. Then you've got main colour, and the main colour changes will be the same on all of them, so you can match it up to your vehicle. Then you've got the loader palette, that's 1,900 to buy, that's one slot. Again, original with support, colour options. Design colour does the actual tines itself, but again, you can mix and match all those colours. The round barrel, 1,900, that's also one slot. Same thing, original with support, change the colours if you wish. And then the loader square barrel, also 1,900, also one slot. Same options again for that. Let's hop in. I like it. Beacon. Horn. Lights. Interior. Visibility is okay. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's perfectly usable. I think it's cool, and I just don't think you can beat the price. Options are really great, and I really do like the tyre choices as well that you get with it. Turn that one off. And then this one, like I said, I'll just show the bucket. Because the other ones, it's pallet forks and tines, and you know, fairly standard stuff, I guess. But if we get to there, we can detach. And as you can see with this one, it's another attachment, but I've got a different front end to that. And then when you get up to your bag, it will come up with the attach option. You attach it, and away you go. Very cool indeed. The Case W20E. Oh, didn't say it was by, did I? SleutjesModding. Apologies for that. SleutjesModding. And that's it. That seed has really annoyed me. But I'm thinking. Trouble is, I'm second guessing myself, thinking, did I do something wrong? But I'm sure I haven't. Anyway, that's it for the mods for today. There is a new map out today. I was going to say the Shire. It's not the Shire. Shire Farm by Flusty94. Hopefully I will get onto the map tour for that either this evening or first thing tomorrow morning. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.